wasn't one big breaking night. No shouting match, no final fight. No slam doors or bitter words, just softer hellos and calls unheard. We used to laugh till our throats were sore. Now I'm not sure who you're laughing for. The jokes don't land the way they did. The stories stop before the middle bit. I still have your sweatshirt in my drawer, the one you swore you didn't need anymore. I wear it sometimes when the cold comes in. Pretend you're here, like we still begin. The group chats died without goodbye. The pictures fade and so do I. You're still out there, living your days, but I'm not in them in the same old ways. We just stopped calling. No one to blame, no last scene, no one to shame. Like a song that slowly fades away, we let our melody decay. No slam doors, no storm or rain, just an echo I can't explain. I wonder if you ever think of me when you pass our spot by the willow tree. We carved our names there side by side. Now moss and time have learned to hide. I thought we'd be the kind to stay through the storms and shifting days, but distance doesn't need a war. It just needs silence to close the door. We just stopped calling. No one to blame, no last scene, no one to shame. Like a book with pages torn, we left the story half forlorn. No slam doors, no storm or rain, just the weight of what remains. Maybe one day we'll meet again, smile politely like old friends, trade a few "how have you been," then walk away knowing what it means. Some things don't break, they just dissolve. No puzzle left for us to solve. We just stopped calling, drifted apart without ever meaning to break a heart. No harsh words, no bitter sting, just the end of everything. And in the silence I still see who we were and who we won't be. The music plays, the laughter rings, but none of it feels like real things. Faces blur, they don't see me, a ghost lost in the company. I smile, I nod, I play my part, but there's a storm inside my heart. Invisible walls keep closing in, a silent scream beneath my skin. I'm surrounded yet alone in this sea of flesh and bone. I reach for hands that never hold, in a story never told. Eyes
unseen skies. If only someone would see the emptiness inside of me, but I stay quiet, hold it all, afraid to rise, afraid to fall. Silent in the crowd, I'm fading away, lost in the noise, no words to say. I'm here but no one knows my name, just a flicker in a forgotten flame. Silent in the crowd, I'm breaking down, a face in the sea without a sound. Maybe one day I'll find the light, a place where I can shine so bright. But tonight I'm still unseen, living in this in-between. Silent in the crowd, I'm fading away, lost in the noise, no words to say. I'm here but no one knows my name, just a flicker in a forgotten flame. Silent in the crowd, I'm breaking down, a face in the sea without a sound.
Waiting in the dark, I stand beneath the faded light, counting hours into the night. Your shadow lingers in the air, but you're not anywhere. The doors close, the silence loud. I'm wrapped inside a lonely shroud. I tell myself you walk back through, but deep inside I know it's not true.
The seasons change, the leaves will fall, but I'm still waiting by the wall. I hear your voice in every breeze, a haunting song that won't release.
The empty chair, the untouched phone remind me I'm still on my own. Yet hope keeps burning deep inside, a fragile flame I cannot hide. Waiting in the dark, holding on to a love that's gone, but still feels strong.
Every night I pray you'll come back home, but I'm just standing here alone.
Waiting in the dark, heart on fire, caught between hope and deep desire.
Friends say time will heal the pain, but they don't see the falling rain. Each drop a tear I cannot shed for the words we left unsaid.
I watch the clock, I count the stars, wishing you'd find your way back from afar. But every step that you don't take is a wound I cannot fake. Waiting in the dark, holding on to a love that's gone, but still feels strong.
Every
You swore your hands would never let me go. You swore your heart was mine to know. But lies were dressed in tender skin, and I let the poison in. You smiled like the summer sun, but you were cold when day was done. I gave you trust, I gave you time, and you gave me the silent crime. Your back. Was it a word I didn't say, or were you gone the very first day? I still hear your laughter in my head, the sweetest ghost, the deepest dread. You left the blade but not the cure, and I'm still bleeding on the floor. You're the knife I can't remove, a wound that time will never soothe. You carved your name into my soul and left me less than whole. I was blind, but now I see. The sharpest pain came silently. I burn the letters, tear the photographs, but the memories still cut me in half. Every place I go I find another shadow of your crime. You were the storm I thought was rain. I let you in and drowned in pain. I tried to fight, I tried to stay, but your truth took my breath away. You're the knife I can't remove, a wound that time will never soothe. You carved your name into my soul and left me less than whole. I was blind, but now I see. The sharpest pain came silently. Do you sleep while I still break? Do you dream of what you take? I hope my ghost won't let you rest. I hope my heart is on your chest. You're the knife I can't remove, a wound that time will never soothe. You carved your name into my soul and left me less than whole. I was blind, but now I see. The sharpest pain came silently. I woke up to your empty chair, your coffee cup still sitting there. The sun was warm but felt so wrong, the house too quiet, the day too long. Your shoes by the door, your coat on the wall, but your voice won't answer when I call. I wish I'd known the night before that I'd never see you anymore. We fought about nothing before you left, a little storm with words I regret. I thought there'd be another day to laugh it off. off to make you stay, but life don't pause and clocks don't wait. The universe don't negotiate, and now I'm here with your name in my chest and 1,000 words I can't confess. The last thing I never said is burning holes inside my head. If I had one more chance, I'd let it out. I'd tell you what my heart's about, but you're too far and I can't rewind. I'm stuck with the goodbye I never signed. Sweater in the drawer, the one you wore that winter war. It still smells like your favorite rain, and holding it hurts, but it's how I remain. Your old letters with crooked lines talk about futures we designed. Now the relics of a world that's gone, a melody that can't be sung. I watch your films just to hear your laugh. I pause the frame like I could grab your hand from that frozen scene, hold you here and change what's been. But love can't fight what time erased, and all I have is your fading face. If heaven lets you hear me now, I hope you know I've learned somehow. The last thing I never said was everything I meant instead. All the times I chose to hide instead of letting my soul confide. I'd trade my years just to tell you mine, but I'm stuck with the goodbye I never signed. Thing I never said still haunts the space beside my bed. If I could write it across the skies, I'd paint it where your soul still flies. But now I whisper and hope you find the words in the goodbye I never signed. We grew up, we grew apart. We built castles out of cardboard and dreams, ran barefoot through fields, tore holes in our jeans. We swore we'd never let each other go, no matter how far the winds would blow.
Your laughter was the map I'd always find, the voice that kept my restless heart aligned. We carved our names in the old oak tree, said best friends forever, just you and me.
But years roll in like a rising tide, and slowly the shoreline starts to hide. You got busy with the city lights, I stayed home with my quiet nights.
I'd call, but the ring would fade to tone, and the space between us just kept growing alone.
we grew apart.
I saw your smile in a photograph. You were holding someone's hand, you both laughed. It hurt, but I also felt so proud. You made it out, you stand out in the crowd.
Sometimes I walk past the oak alone, faded carvings in the weathered stone. The wind whispers things we used to say,
But it can't bring you back this way.
we grew up, we grew apart. Two strangers with the same old start. The roads we took don't cross no more, but I still wait by that childhood shore. I've got your name carved in my heart. We grew up, we grew apart.
If we could go back to the days of mud and rain, and back to secrets whispered on the midnight train, would we hold tighter, fight the drift? Or is this just life's quiet gift?
We grew up, we grew apart, but you'll always be my favorite part. The years may change, the lines may fade, but I'll remember every game we played. I've got your name carved in my heart. We grew up, we grew apart. I wrote your name in trembling ink, paused each time I had to think. Every word was a fragile thread, tying my heart to what we said. The paper smelled of autumn rain, every sentence bled my pain. But when I left it at your door, you never read what it was for. Sealed in silence, left to fade, my heart's confession never made. The envelope grew soft with years, soaked in dust and salted tears. You never saw, you'll never know how deep those rivers still can flow. Sealed in silence, lost to time, the words were yours, but never mine. Heaven knows, but life pulled us to separate shores. The letter slept behind closed doors, and now the paper's edges curl like withered petals from our world. Sealed in silence, left to fade, my heart's confession never made. The envelope grew soft with years, soaked in dust and salted tears. You never saw, you'll never know how deep those rivers would you cry or just set it down and pass it by? But never mind. Platform 9 at midnight. Your ticket shook inside your hand. The cold crept in like a shadow band. I tried to speak, but the words got caught in the whistle's cry and the steel's harsh thought. You smiled once, but your eyes looked far, past the tracks, past where we are. And when the train began to groan, I knew I'd be standing here alone. Platform 9 at midnight, you faded from my side. The echo of your footsteps still walks here every night, and I'm still holding on, though I know you're long gone. From platform 9 at midnight. The bench is cold where we used to wait. I count the minutes past the gate. The same old clock above still sways, but it's been years since you came this way. I've memorized the rust and grime, every signal, every chime. And when the train horn starts to moan, I swear I feel you coming home. Platform 9 at midnight, you faded from my side. The echo of your footsteps still walks here every night, and I'm still holding on, though I know you're long
disappear like a shadow at dawn. No whispered words, no final song, just empty rooms and hollow space where I used to see your face. I wait for signs, a call, a glance, but silence grew in the dance. No reason given, no last embrace, just memories I can't erase. The nights are long, the days are gray. I search for words you didn't say. Did you find someone else to hold, or was your heart just growing cold?
I trace the moments that slipped away, trying to understand where I went astray. But questions linger in the air, like ghosts of a love that's no longer there.
No goodbye, no trace, no final line, just empty space where you were mine. I'm left with shadows and the pain of loving you in vain again. No goodbye, no reason why, just a silence that won't let me fly. I walk alone where we once dreamed, haunted by things we never redeemed. The promises faded like fading light, lost in the depths of a restless night. I keep your picture worn and torn, a relic of love I thought was sworn. But now it's just a faded face in a place you left without a trace. No goodbye, no trace, no final line, just empty space where you were mine. I'm left with shadows and the pain of loving you in vain again. No goodbye, no reason why, just a silence that won't let me fly. Maybe someday the truth will show why you chose to let me go. Until then I hold the ache of a love that you couldn't take. No goodbye, no trace, no final line, just empty space where you were mine. I'm left with shadows and the pain of loving you in vain again. No goodbye, no reason why, just a silence that won't let me fly.
Your name lit up my midnight screen. I stared too long at what it means. I thought I'll answer in a while, but I closed my eyes just for a mile. By morning light the phone was still. Your name there waiting cold and still. One missed call just standing there like a ghost that doesn't care. One ring away and I let it die. Now I'm left with questions why. If I had picked up, could I have stayed?
We started close like morning light, two hearts burning, holding tight. But days turned weeks and weeks to years, and distance grew with silent tears. Your voice is faint across the line, like faded stars that once did shine. I reach for you but feel the space, a quiet ache I can't erase.
The calls grow shorter, words run dry, empty echoes of goodbye. I wonder where we lost the thread, the moment shared, the things we said.
I see your name but not your face, a ghost in time, a vanished place. Life's currents pulled us far apart, but you're still living in my heart. Miles between us, oceans wide. The love we had, the tears we hide. I'm holding on, but you're away. A dream that slowly fades to gray.
Miles between us, silent pain. Two souls lost in a drifting rain.
I keep the memories close and warm, a fragile shelter from the storm. But every day the distance grows, like winter stealing summer's rose. I wish I could rewind the time to when your hand was holding mine, but life has plans we can't control, and distance steals the strongest souls. Miles between us, oceans wide. The love we had, the tears we hide. I'm holding on, but you're away. A dream that slowly fades to gray. Miles between us, silent pain. Two souls lost in a drifting rain. Maybe someday we'll meet again, where distance ends and hearts begin. But till that day I'll wait and dream of what we were, or what might have been. Miles between us, oceans wide. The love we had, the tears we hide. I'm holding on, but you're away. A dream that slowly fades to gray. Miles between us, silent pain. Two souls lost in a drifting rain. I wear a smile like a perfect mask, playing the part, no questions asked. But underneath a fading glow, a face I used to know. I give my all to make you proud. Silent screams lost in the crowd, a shadow chasing someone's dream, not knowing what it means. I bend and break to fit the mold, trading pieces I can't hold. Each word I swallow, every lie leaves a crack I can't deny. I look into the mirror's eyes, searching for the lost The world keeps asking, who are you? But I don't know what to do. I've given all my colors away, painted in shades of gray. I'm tired of playing this endless role, a broken patch on a tattered soul. If I disappear tonight, would anyone see the light? Lost inside the mirror, I don't know who I am. A stranger staring back again, trying to be what you want me to be, but forgetting the real me. Lost inside the mirror, fading day by day, hoping someone will hear me say, I'm more than the face I wear. I'm someone who's still there. Maybe one day I'll find a way to peel these masks and be okay, but tonight I'm still fighting through to find the me I once knew. Lost inside the mirror, I don't know who I am. A stranger staring back again, trying to be what you want me to be, but forgetting the real me. Lost inside the mirror, fading day by day, hoping someone will hear me say, I'm more than the face I wear. I'm someone who's still there. You packed your bags on a Tuesday night. The rain tapped soft on the flickering light. You said it's not you, it's the road I need. But your eyes were drowning in silent pleas. We stood there, words caught in the air, the station clock ticking, but I couldn't dare to beg you to stay, to clip your wings, even if leaving would shatter things.
You kissed me once, like you never returned. The taste of goodbye made my chest burn. Your hand lingered just a second too long, as if you knew that we didn't belong. I watched your train pull away through the mist, each mile between us another twist. No calls, no letters could fill the space where I used to trace the lines of your face.
Last train out of town, you're chasing your dream, while I'm stuck replaying what we used to mean. The tracks keep singing your name at night, but I can't reach you no matter my fight. You're out there somewhere, wearing a crown, and I'm here imagine you on some city street, your laughter echoing in strangers you meet. Do you think of me when the lights go dim? Or am I a verse in a forgotten hymn? The days pass slow, the seasons fade, but the shadow you left has never decayed. I don't regret the letting you go, even if it's all I've ever known. Last train out of town, you're chasing your dream, while I'm stuck replaying what we used to mean. The tracks keep singing your name at night, but I can't reach you no matter my fight. You're out there somewhere wearing a crown, and I'm here watching the last train out of town. If I'd asked you to stay, would you still have gone? Or would I have clipped the wings you've flown on? Some loves aren't meant to grow old in the same place. They're meant to live in memory's graves. Last train out of town, it's been years now, I still hear the whistle. Don't ask me how, you're a ghost in the crowd I can't chase down, and I'm still here watching the last train out of town. The rain falls soft on this empty track, a place where time won't bring you back. Your coat pulled tight against the cold, our story ending left untold. The whistle blows a distant cry, I try to speak but all words die. You turn away without a glance, this is the last, our final dance.
I watch your silhouette fade in the mist, a ghost of love that I once kissed. The platform echoes with silent pain, empty echoes like falling rain. I reach for hope that's slipping fast, a fading light, a broken past. You're boarding the train, I'm standing still, a heart that breaks against my will.
Last train goodbye, under stormy skies, a love that ends with no reprise. The tracks divide what we once knew, a fading dream of me and you. Last train goodbye,
Hear my silent plea,
I'm lost forever, you're not with me. The crowd's a blur, but you stand alone, a stranger heading far from home. I clutch the memories tight and thin, the places where our love had been. No tears fall down, just cold resolve, a puzzle piece we can't evolve. The rain keeps falling, washing clean, a love dissolved in between. Last train goodbye, under stormy skies, a love that ends with no reprise. The tracks divide what we once knew, a fading dream of me bring back peace. But tonight the thunder rolls, and I'm left with shattered soul. Last train goodbye, under stormy skies, a love that ends with no reprise. The tracks divide what we once knew, a fading dream of me and you.
Last train goodbye, hear my silent plea.
I'm lost forever, you're not with me. Boxes packed, I left my home, walking streets I don't yet own. Faces blur, no one knows my name, a stranger lost in a city's game. The sky looks different, the air feels cold, familiar stories left untold. I chase the echoes of who I was, but find myself without a cause.
The laughter's distant, the silence loud. I'm just another ghost in this crowd. I try to speak, but words fall flat. Invisible walls, no welcome mat.
I miss the streets where I once grew, the corners where my heart still knew. But here I'm fading into the gray, a shadow slowly washed away. Invisible streets beneath my feet, lost between the smiles I'll never meet. A silent heart that's breaking slow, in a place where no one knows I'm reaching out, but no one sees. A lonely soul lost in the breeze.
I walk past windows filled with light, homes filled with love on a quiet night. But I'm alone with memories near, haunted by voices I used to hear.
I dream of days when I belong, when every step felt like a song. Now I'm just a face without a place, searching for a saving grace. Invisible streets beneath my feet, lost between the smiles I'll never meet. A silent heart that's breaking slow, in a place where no one knows I'm reaching out, but no one sees. A lonely soul lost in the breeze. Maybe one day I'll find my way to light that breaks the endless gray. But tonight I'm just a fading dream, drifting down an unknown stream. Invisible streets beneath my feet, lost between the smiles I'll never meet. A silent heart that's breaking slow, in a place where no one knows I'm reaching out, but no one sees. A lonely soul lost in the breeze. A lonely soul lost in the breeze.
I turn the key, the door swings wide, but there's no laughter tucked inside. Your slippers still beside the bed, but you're not here to rest your head. The kettle waits but never sings, the clock still ticks but nothing rings. I call your name, the air just sways, dust dancing in the morning haze. These The wind feels wrong. It hums your voice. It hums your song. I'd give my breath, I'd give my ears to hear you once, to calm these fears, these hollow walls. They echo you. Every step, every room, every faded hue. I keep the lights on like you're still near, but they just shine on all my fear. If love could build a bridge so tall, I'd cross these and never let you fall.
The weight of silence pulls me down. A heavy veil, a fading crown. I wear a smile that hides the night, but inside I'm losing the fight. The walls close in, the air feels thin. A battle raging deep within. I reach for light, but darkness stays. Lost inside these endless days.
Voices whisper, voices shout, drowning dreams filling doubt. I walk alone through empty halls, searching for some hope that calls.
shadows in my mind,
chasing light I cannot find.
every step is hard to take,
Every breath feels like a break,
but I won't let this darkness win. I'll find the strength to live again.
I gave you all my trust and soul, believed in love that made me whole. But shadows crept behind your smile and broke my heart with silent guile. The promises you never kept are scars inside where memory slept. I search for light but find only shade in the ruins of the love we made. You whispered lies like sweetest songs, but underneath it all was wrong. The faith I held is torn apart, a shattered dream, a broken heart. I wonder how you looked me in the eye and let the truth slip quietly by. Now all I feel is cold and numb, a faithless heart forever undone. Lost in the dark, a shattered soul, a broken heart. I loved you once, I loved you true, but now I don't know what to do. Faithless, caught in the pain, a love betrayed.
The photographs are yellowed now, edges worn, I don't know how. The smiles we shared begin to fade, like whispers lost in yesterday. I trace the lines upon your face, but time is stealing every trace. The voice that once could light my way is just a ghost I can't replay. I reach for memories in the dark, but they slip like water through my heart. The words we spoke, the touch, the fight, are drifting slowly out of sight. I close my eyes to hold you near, but the silence only makes it clear that love once fierce is turning cold, a story that's been left untold. Fading traces of you and me, like shadows lost in an endless sea. I hold on tight but feel the pain of loving someone I can't regain. Fading traces, slipping slow. The hardest part is letting go. Letting go. The places where we used to stand are empty now, just grainy sand. I whisper your name into the breeze, but all I get is a hollow tease. The clock keeps ticking, stealing time, eroding love like shifting grime. And though I fight to keep you near, the fading traces disappear. Fading traces of you and me, like shadows lost in an endless sea. I hold on tight but feel the pain of loving someone I can't regain. Fading traces, slipping slow. The hardest part is letting go. Is letting go. Maybe someday I'll find release, a kind of quiet, a kind of peace. But till that day I'll hold the scars and wish upon those fading stars. Fading traces of you and me, like shadows lost in an endless sea. I hold on tight but feel the pain of loving someone I can't regain. Fading traces, slipping slow. The hardest part is letting go. It's letting go. We used to shine like stars at night, held each other, held on tight. But now the glow begins to fade, a quiet love, a silent shade.
The words we speak are soft and few, like echoes of what once was true.
I reach for you but find the space between us now, an empty place.
We laugh like friends, but not like before. The passion lost behind closed doors.
Familiar faces, distant eyes,
Love still there,
but where's disguise?
I wonder where the spark has gone. What made us weak
your face in dim-lit rooms, remembering sunlit afternoons.
But now the silence fills the space of love that's lost